I'm just gonna tell you this one thing. He said, I've eaten one dog in my life. We're like, and my mom didn't tell me. And one night, we were eating dinner, just like a normal family, doing our thing. Next morning, I asked her, hey, where's our little pet dog?
Where'd Roscoe go?
And she said, well, we ate him last night.
That's terrible.
That's terrible, but
I couldn't do that.
heck no. I wouldn't eat my dog. I found, some reason I found it really hard to take notes in school.
When you have a teacher that's African American and she teaches social studies and she thinks that the Underground Railroad is an actual railroad and you're trying to take notes on that, you can't, because she has no clue what she's talking about.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Like the trains were just coming through and people were getting drilled. They were secretive until that train came through. Welcome to the one. That song turns a 3 into a 10. To the only.
Like she ate a whole cow and just
Coda's Crib podcast.
and you heard the donkey just.
I'm more afraid of lions than Asians.
So at what point are we taking innocent chicken lives? Welcome back to Coda's Crib podcast, the number 4 podcast in the world, available on Apple, on Spotify, on
Rumble.
What? Oh, Rumble.
Rumbles, get ready to. Oh, I think you can get copyrighted from that. Actually, I heard something like that.
What? On what?
Like if you like use that line, like let's get ready to rumble. Like
Let's see.
that
Let's get
person-
ready to rumble.
That person like gets mad and like sues people.
Really?
about it.
Oh,
Yeah.
is WWE guy or whatever?
What
or
is it? Whatever he like like if you use that, it's like he's like copyrighted that. Which I didn't know you could do that for like sayings and stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I probably have a lot of copyrighted strikes on me. So, but make sure
Anyways,
that you're there 7 p.m.
that's right.
Friday night every Eastern Standard Time. That's the only real time. So yeah, so make sure you're there and put that notification bell on. Leave a comment. Let us know you're there. All that good stuff. So, yeah. How you doing?
Doing good, dude. Just got out of it's middle of the week, Wednesday. Had a little bit of church. I was at church all day, dude. I got there at like 9, and then I left at 9.
Wait. Do you have? Are you rocking something? Are you rocking something a little new?
I'm rocking something new.
I could feel a little glow about you.
Yeah.
You came in the house and was just like shining, and
Oh man,
you kind of blinded my eyes for a second.
Wait, are they ready?
I think they're ready.
All right.
Oh my gosh, Chester! Oh
Whoa.
no, it's a chain.
Whoa.
Oh
Chester.
my, no chest hair. Like Chester's in my what? We got a chain. So you need to use Coda's Crib. That's with no apostrophe. CODAS crib. In our link tree, in our bio, Instagram, whatever bio, TikTok bio.
Mhm.
In our bio, go to our link tree, go to store, click on it. We got chains.
That's right.
And you get 25% off with code Coda's Crib. So make sure you go and do that. Tyler's looking fly in his little rope chain right here. 2 mil?
Oh, yeah.
2 mil?
That's right.
2 mil, yep.
That is right.
Generic silver.
I mean, I've heard that when you put on these type of chains, and especially when you use the code, like you can take any girl you want out on a coffee date.
Really?
And I tested it last night.
Really?
Yep.
I heard you ain't even got to wear socks anymore. Your feet won't sweat. Yeah, so make sure you use code Coda's Crib for 25% off. But I went to, we talked a little bit about it. I just told you, but we went to this little like Wings and Burgers, new place in town. They have scorpion sauce. So it's like from scorpion pepper.
Where is this?
Dude, there's one in Covington. There's one in Monroe. They're like popping up all over. But they have this scorpion sauce that we were talking to the owner about. And we're like, he's like, it's hot. It's hot. And we're like, all right, how hot? And so then Trent is sitting there. He's like, I can handle hot. He's like, give me hot. So he brings out a whole thing, like a little thing. And Trent's like, I'll dip a fry in it. I don't want to just like, kill myself.
Yeah.
Because the owner said, we used to have a challenge.
Oh, man.
We had the ambulance called twice. I had a grown man crying on my floor, squealing like a little baby after he tried the challenge. And because you had to eat like these wings with the scorpion sauce.
Oh, gosh.
No water for 10 minutes. You can't cry. You can't like do anything. No reaction. No one ever
And
won
Trent
it.
tried it.
Yeah. So Trent took a little dip with his fry, tried it. He was dying a little bit. If a good thing it was only a little, but it was hot. It was hot.
Dude, there was so First of all, I have two things. One, I just for the longest time that I've been alive, it's only 20 years. So, but I like chips and salsa they've always been free at like my local restaurant, like Mexican restaurant. They just started charging for that. So now, like they just pass out like the plate or the basket of chips and salsa. Now it's $2.50.
No
and so,
way.
Like, cheese dip has always cost more, but like just chips and salsa, you have to pay for it now.
Dude, that's like what makes Mexican.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you choose Mexican over other restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Like a free app, basically.
100%. You go in, you get like you're like starving, so you like order like all this food, but then you get full by the time the food gets there because you filled up on chips, right? Like it's a part of the routine when you go to Mexican restaurants. Anyways, speaking about hot, I went and this one of these a pastor he asked me to go get lunch with him. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Got to.
He just wanted to get
Please
to know
the pastor.
me. Yeah, and so I get there to this. I've never been to this Mexican restaurant. This is where he lived, and I get in there and chips and sauces on the table. So I'm like, sure, I'll take a little bit of bite. I did not know this salsa at this Mexican restaurant, and at this particular restaurant, it's a little bit hotter than the normal salsa. And so I take, a good little bite of salsa, and I am dying. At this point, no water's at the table. I am dying. So I'm like trying to keep it together like it's cool. Like, and I don't do hot stuff. Don't ever. And so I'm trying to keep it cool like I'm not dying, but inside I'm like melting. And it was terrible. It was terrible. I didn't know what to do. I don't ever do hot.
Yeah, that is a hopeless place to be when you encounter the fiery flames of the underworld. And so that is that's a tough one. But Jason's scorpion sauce, that salsa, just you don't mess with hot. You don't mess with hot.
Well, scorpions, that right there. When you hear that, you just walk out the door.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of that's crazy. The chips and salsa. I mean,
yeah, that was, yeah.
Golly, that
what do you do though?
That
you
is
swipe the card. Am I right?
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I swiped the black card. I ain't scared to swipe it. Okay, okay. I've been WNBA is kind of picking up somewhat. I was really thinking though, all these people talking about WNBA. We need the rights. We need this. We need that. And I was thinking that's great. I was wondering if the average person could name 5 WNBA players.
Would I be considered an average person?
Yeah, you're an average person.
I don't know. I mean, you know me. I don't know much about basketball.
But could you name 5 WNBA players?
I couldn't name one.
Couldn't name one,
dude. Except for the girl that got drafted just now.
Okay, what's her name?
Starts with a C.
Okay.
Is it like Sabrina?
Let's see. Only one of those start with a C.
Oh. Cardi.
Close. You're close. Cardi B.
I don't know. I have no clue. I can't name. Caitlin Klein's.
Yep. No. So
Madeline
you don't
Klein?
know any other WNBA player?
I have no clue.
So that's it. I didn't do any research. I thought of this question and I did not do any research. So off the top of my head, I'm gonna think if I can name 5. Caitlin Clark. Thank goodness. Caitlin Clark. Candace Parker. Oh, what's that?
Is that the actor?
No. What's that? What's that Russian guy's name? That came into the league.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah. Brittany Griner, and then there's Sue Bird. Sue Bird.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
I don't know another one.
Her.
Dang it! I was trying to show that
Dude, I have no clue who you're talking about.
Yeah, I actually do. Those are I know 4 or 5. So
those are actually real
those
names?
actually are.
Oh,
but those I think are all that I know. So 4 or 5. But I was thinking because everybody's talks about WNBA and everything. No, okay. Then you go to ask coaches. I don't know a single coach in the WNBA. The heck if I know. I couldn't name you squat. In other local news, there was a story of so there was an escaped. This guy got pulled over. I guess he was doing, I think he like had kidnapping charges or something, and then got pulled over like at a traffic stop or whatever. So this was in Covington nearby, and he like swallowed some pill to get him to go to the hospital, and then he escaped like on the way to the hospital or when he got to the hospital. Anyways, so he's been loose, right? So he's been loose, and this is like right down the road from us, and he did all that, and they thought they finally found him. He's been missing for like 5 days. So 5 days have not found him. Police have been like hunting everywhere. Well, the other day they thought they found him, so they get a call like, "Hey, we got him. He's in this tree." They saw like someone climbing up in this tree and everything. So they get the copter on it, get it all going, and everybody's on it. Mind you, this is like Atlanta, freaking Georgia. And they get to the scene. It's a freaking bear in the tree.
Oh my gosh. Who called that in?
I don't know, but I'm going to hope that the cop,
dude.
I mean, he better not be white. That's all I'm going to say. That cop better not be white. Because that would be rough look on him. Definitely some written up reports on him, and he's got to be careful with pulling that gun anywhere. I'll tell you that. But also like a bear. What the heck?
I don't know. Or it could have been just a big man.
No, it was a bear.
Okay. I don't know then.
I was like, that's
crazy.
It's crazier than this guy missing. But anyway, he's still missing. He's been missing for like 5 days now.
Apparently, there was somebody in social circle like that. So we had one of our the church staff was helping out like at this event at elementary school in the area, and we were there. And during the event, there's an officer that works for he's a chief officer. He was doing the whole ceremony. It was a graduation ceremony thing for 5th graders, and you can hear, they have the walkie-talkies and stuff. You hear on the walkie-talkie like somebody's here, and I'm like, oh gosh, like, and so they shut the whole school down. So like the whole school was on a lockdown.
Really?
And the other officer that was in there, he goes sprinting out, and I'm like, dude, this would be awesome. We're like in a movie right now.
Heck yeah.
And then the mayor of that town is in there with us, and he's like, stay right here, mayor. And then he goes out, and we're just chilling. We're like talking about what we have for lunch and stuff. And then when he gets back, he's like, blood's dripping down. So I'm like, man, this man just bodied the guy. And the chief officer comes back in, and he's like, we got our bad guy. We got our man. That's what matters. Now back to teaching, or back to the graduation. And it was the coolest thing.
Dang.
It was sick.
That gives you immediate
awesome.
Street credit.
And then the officer that took him down, he's in the back. He gets his paper towel. He's dripping in sweat. He's wiping his arm in blood. And then when he throws it in the trash, and he's back on his job.
Dang.
Watching the mayor, watching the other
That's what I'm
officer.
talking about. Dude, I remember just thinking of that. I remember, so I was interning at a church. And it pretty big church, but they had a security team there. And I forget what it was. So it was just I think it was a youth event I was helping with. So, I brought a backpack with my Bible, all that good stuff in, notebooks, all that. And I was in like the main lobby right there. For whatever reason, like I had the backpack. Well, then like I just placed it next to like a couch in the main lobby or whatnot. Well, they have a whole like security team, and one of the guys who like I know now, but one of the guys is like he's a bad guy, bad mamma jamma, and was like I forget, I don't know if he was like I don't know what he was, like SWAT or something, but some kind of like special op, like he's
don't mess with him.
Don't mess with him. Well, before you know it, like, cause I was interning there, so like they knew me or whatever. So like before they know it, they're like going out, and I see like them around, like huddling around in like
your book bag,
a little like circle, or like just like looking around, like talking. I'm like, what is going on? And it was around where my book bag was, but I wasn't like correlating that yet.
Yeah.
And so I'm going, and then before you know it, another guy on staff, he recognized the bag. He's like, I'm pretty sure that's Dakota's. So he comes over to me like slowly, like, hey, is that red backpack? Is that yours? Like, I was like, yeah, that's mine. I just dropped it off there. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, you might want to go grab that. Security team does not take lightly to bomb threats. And I was like,
Oh my
What?
gosh.
Like, yeah, he's like, they just wanted to make sure it's not a bomb.
What'd you bring in there?
I was like, look, there ain't no bomb in there. I promise you. I mean,
I just dropped one in the toilet.
Yeah.
But there's not one in that bag.
Yeah, I was like, nope, we're good. I mean, the only thing you might find is a stick of deodorant, but that's about it. That's the only bomb substance in there. So I just thought it was like hilarious though. Like, I was like, there's a whole group just like circling around, like, God,
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I thought I was about to see Pastor just coming over there, flying over the couch, just jumping on it. Get down! I got you! What a selfless leader.
Pulling was it or Steve Rogers pulling that?
Yeah, for real.
Mm.
So, anyways, I was like, that's kind of funny.
That makes me think of like all the fire drills, all the things in school. Like, you know, it's like a drill. And it's like, but there was one. Sometimes there's those moments where like, man, is this actually real?
Yeah.
When you're younger, like, oh, something's actually on fire.
Yeah.
And so, man, those are some good times.
Doing all the drills though kind of like makes you numb to the actual event because like you hear it all the time. So then it's like when it goes off, you're always like, all right, is this real?
Yeah.
Or is it not?
But then you get distracted, like you also because you get distracted, like, oh man, this is great because like I'm getting out of school.
Yeah, that is true.
Out of class.
That is true until it's little Timmy just playing around and pull a little lever he shouldn't have. So that that definitely doesn't help.
Little Timmy, come on, Timmy.
So yeah, but I heard on the radio. So Morgan Wallen, man of the people. Who doesn't love Morgan Wallen? He is an all-time great American patriot. But he had like I guess his court hearing for his incident when he threw out the chair in that Nashville bar. Have you heard about that? Seen that?
Yeah.
So he had a like court hearing. Well, he didn't even show up. He had like one of a lawyer or someone show up for him. So he didn't even show up to it. But I sat back and I was thinking like, thinking about it, like Morgan Wallen, I mean, he does that stunt where he throws the chair out of like a 10-story gosh darn building and almost kills 18 people right there. I mean, if that hit someone, that would have been deadly. But he does that. I mean, this Joker, I mean, he almost, I guess, ended racism. Got a little drunk, lets a couple words splur that he shouldn't have, little racial slurs around. And I'm like thinking, is there anything that like he can't do and just get away with it? Honestly.
Oh yeah, because dude, like radios took him down, like they weren't playing him.
Dude, I know.
But then everybody like wanted him back on the radio, and they put him back on.
But I mean, but then these white girls, they come out of nowhere and just absolutely love this guy, push him through. And it's like you can't stop him. When the white girl community is on your side, I don't know if there's much that they won't do for you and push through for you. Like, cancel culture is not a thing to the white girl community. They'll put you through. Because, like, say, yeah, there was a time they weren't even playing them on the radio. I forgot they even did that. And now it's like, dude, you don't have them on your radio. They're boycotting it, and you ain't getting nothing. I'm telling you.
Dude, is Morgan Wallen the next? He's just him. He's immoral. I heard this. I heard this one time. No, I was kidding about that. But I did hear about this one time. God, sorry,
it was real.
Didn't know. But I heard it was like, you are immoral until God takes you home, and I'm like, dang, that's kind of true because like nothing's gonna take you out of this world until God says it's time.
I heard that I heard that is air really just like poisonous, and like is it taking you out just slowly? It just takes like 80 years for it to
oh my gosh
take effect and do its thing.
I mean, maybe that's how the Lord intended it.
Or do we really only have like 2 minutes to live, but every time we breathe it resets?
Oh, I think that's normal, right? Because if you don't breathe, you're dead.
I see the comments right now. Who gave these guys a mic?
That's like the comment of like we're talking about. Dude, we were talking about how we don't like people who's just yelling in the mics and yelling in the phones. And that short and all that pod, the gain was a little too high.
For all they know, it was on purpose. So
that's true. That's very true.
So anyways,
part of the
but I think, like I say, I think to top it off, I think Morgan Wallen. I don't know at this point, it's like, dude, just keep doing your thing because what can't you do? And keep going for. I wish anyone would support me like that. I wish I had Taylor Swift's white girl community. I wish I had half of them. I wish they were on my side half as much as they're on her side. I mean, there's nothing. I feel like there's just some people that are invincible against any like just wokeness and canceling.
They just do what they want.
And Taylor Swift would be one of them.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen, he's got to be there.
I mean, Shawn Mendes, the way he sings "In My Blood," I'm driving down the road, I'm just singing my heart out, bro. Gosh.
Nick Jonas, just because I mean,
true.
Those luscious locks, you're not gonna say no.
Heck no.
To him. When are you gonna hear anything bad about him?
That's right.
Where's one more? Who's gonna top our top 5 off? Philly Wick. Is this an emotional decision?
Oh no, yeah, sorry.
Yes.
It was emotional.
We love you, Phil, but
no.
Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Tom Brady.
That's a
I
good
feel
one.
like I mean,
Mr. Beast.
he's the GOAT. Oh, Mr. Beast. I think they tried to take him out, but
no, you can't.
But he's not out. He's
No.
not out, and he's striving more than everybody else. So,
That's right.
don't take him out. Don't take us out. All right, say one thing to get us canceled.
We do not eat dogs.
We don't.
No, we love dogs. Coco's sitting right here.
Have you ever thought
He's
about
fun.
eating a dog?
No, never.
Never. It's
Never.
never crossed your mind.
No, that is weird.
Yeah, I think it's more than weird. I think it's inhumane.
Yeah, it's a very good word to describe it.
Would you ever eat a cat?
No,
Never.
no, that would be weird, bro.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even.
I would not do that. A cat
I mean,
or dog? Heck no.
yeah, I couldn't like dog. It just wouldn't sit right with me. I
No.
mean, because after you ate that, I mean, depending on how much you eat, if it doesn't sit right, but
That's crazy. You just trying to make that joke. Took me
All
a
right.
minute. I had to contemplate what you said, but
all right, that's the end
On that
of
note.
Coda Script Podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching every 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Friday night. Make sure you're there. Like, subscribe, comment, turn that notification bell on. Until next time, go get your chain link, Coda's Crib, link in bio. Thanks. Coda's Crib out.